Hello learners, welcome back. So as I told you that we'll be doing some exercises based on the adjectives. So here it is on the screen, I have shared the screen. So complétez avec la forme convenable de l'adjectif. So the correct form of the adjective will be using with these examples. Let's see the examples first of all. So here it is on the screen. There is a sentence, les femmes sont intelligentes. Les femmes. Les femmes here is plural. Les femmes is women. Les femmes is women. So here it is WOMEN. Les femmes is feminine plural. So it's obvious that it will, the adjective that we have used here is feminine plural, that is intelligent. And we have to use this Italien as an adjective, this nationality. So we'll be using this Italien in the feminine plural form. As here the noun is feminine plural, so we will be using this as in feminine plural form. So it will be Italian. Italian, double N-E, the doubling of the consonant if you remember. All right, there'll be four forms of this adjective, nationality and all. So let's see the four forms first of all. If we take this Italian nationality, it will be Italien. The feminine form will be Italian. Italian. The masculine plural form would be Italien. Italien. And feminine form will be Italian again. Italian with extra S. So the first one is masculine singular. The second one is feminine singular. The third one is masculine plural. And the fourth one is feminine plural form. All right. So we'll see the sentences one by one. One example of it. This l'homme italien. L'homme italien est intelligent. Intelligent. So see the difference between this intelligent in the case of masculine singular and here as feminine plural, which is Italien, which becomes Italian in the case of feminine plural. Here it is Italien, masculine singular form, and masculine singular form of this adjective, intelligent. Now I'll be writing the plural form of this sentence. L'homme italien est intelligent will be les hommes italiens sont intelligents. Extra S is required in this masculine plural form of the sentence. So remember these changes. There'll be four forms of adjective, profession, and nationalities. So here it is the nationality. Will be saying the next example, that is the next one here we have is beau. The literal meaning of this adjective beau is handsome. Handsome. But if you have to use this beau in the case of feminine, that will become beautiful. Suppose here is the example, ton ami, that is your friend. Friend here is a girl, there is extra E. The masculine form is ami, the friend who is a boy. And the friend who is a girl is ami. The pronunciation is same, but we add extra E in the case of a friend who is a girl. So ton ami est très belle. The appropriate form of this adjective beau will become belle in the case of ami, which is a girl. So your friend is very beautiful. It's belle. Friend who is a girl. So this is feminine singular. So we'll be using the feminine singular form of this adjective. Let's see the other four forms as we are doing the practice. It will be a good exercise for you. I'll rub this part and I'll write the four forms of this adjective. The four forms of this adjective: beau. This is masculine singular. The feminine singular form is belle. The masculine plural form is bow with extra s, x in this one, not s. And the feminine plural form is bell. Here it is on the screen. So bow for masculine singular, bell for feminine singular, bow for masculine plural, and bell for feminine plural. Okay. The next adjective, grand, which is tall, or it can be taken as big as well in some other cases, but here we'll be taking it as tall because the sentence here is the girls are. The girls are tall, so it will be grand. The girls are tall, so this grand will become grand in the case of girls. If there is only one girl who is tall, it will be grand. Only one E is required in order to make feminine singular. And write all the four forms. It's grand, grande, grand, and grande. So these are the four forms of this adjective. La table est bas. Bas adjective, which is low. It's basse. B-A-S-S, the feminine singular form. Ma femme est mignon, the adjective mignon, which is cute, which will be, this is masculine form, masculine singular, but here it is ma femme, which is my wife. So we won't be using this same form. We have to convert it into mignon, which is M-I-G-N-O-N-N-E. Feminine singular. The adjective should be also in feminine singular form. C'est une voiture. Voiture is car, which is a car. And car is feminine. We can have a hint here that unit is unarticle, which is feminine article, indefinite one. So we have to convert this adjective nouveau, which is new, to nouvelle. N-O-U-V-E-L-L-E. Nouvelle. C'est une nouvelle voiture. This is a new car. All right. So les femmes italiennes sont intelligentes. Ton amie est très belle. Les filles sont grandes. La table est basse. Ma femme est mignonne. C'est une nouvelle voiture. So I'm sure that you will be using these adjectives in some other forms. You'll be writing some other sentences as well. Writing, but the most important part is understanding the four forms of this adjective. If you are able to use these four forms in different types of sentences, grammatically correct, then you are the master of adjectives. Let's see some other adjectives, the examples in the next slide. So I have written the first part in masculine form, and then we will be converting them into feminine singular. So I've taken the name Sylvain. This is masculine. Sylvain est anglais. Sylvain is English, the nationality anglais. Sylvie. Now Sylvie is a girl. So this anglais will be getting converted to anglaise. Anglaise. Sylvain est anglais. Sylvie est anglaise. Mon frère est curieux. My brother is curious. Ma sœur est curieuse. Curieuse. My sister is curious. So I told you in the last class that the adjectives which are ending with EUX will be converted to EUSE. So ma sœur est curieuse. This curieux adjective will be same in masculine plural, but in feminine plural you have to add extra S in order to make this plural. If you want to say my sisters are curious, so you have to add extra S in that. My sisters are curious. I'll write that sentence later. We'll be using them in the plural sentences. Mon oncle est généreux. My uncle is generous. He donates a lot of money, does some charity and all. So he's generous. My uncle is generous. Mon oncle est généreux. Ma tante est généreuse. 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 Ma tante est généreuse. My aunt is generous. She also donates. The next one, the example, le garçon est intelligent. La fille est intelligente et généreuse. Ma sœur est curieuse. Alors, la fille est intelligente. Extra E. Mon père est allemand. Mon père est allemand. Allemand is German. Ma mère est allemande. Allemande. Allemande is German, but the feminine form of the nationality. So there are four forms of nationality as well. Allemand, adding extra S to this masculine part, and adding extra S to this feminine part. So one Allemand, the second one Allemand with S, the third one is Allemande and with extra as the fourth form. The next example, le directeur est sympathique. The director is sympathetic, kind, nice, or anything. So remember that there are some adjectives which remain same for feminine as well. So this is the typical example that I've shown you here. So director is sympathique. The director is sympathetic, kind, nice. La directrice is sympathique. She is also sympathic. The same thing. Sometimes the students they think that they have to add extra E in these cases as well, but remember that these will be same. There are several adjectives. We'll do some other examples as well where I'll show you that there are some adjectives, there are some nationalities which remain same for both genders, even the professions as well. The opposite of sympathic is antipathic. The opposite of sympathic is antipathy. The person who is not nice, unkind, or anything. All right. In the next slide, I have taken the name of a girl and I have written the sentences in feminine singular form. All the aspects you can find here. There is a nationality française, which is feminine. Petite, an adjective which means short-heighted, small, or anything. Belle is beautiful. Timid is shy, though this timid remains same for both gender. Travaillante is hardworking. Competitive is competitive. Elle est créative, creative, and original, which is original. So there are two, three adjectives which will be very different in masculine singular form. I'll write the masculine singular form of these adjectives. Here, the name was Natalie. I have taken the name of Robert as a boy. So the same aspects will be getting converted to masculine singular form is Robert est français. Robert est français. Il est petit. Il est petit. Il est petit. Il est beau. Il est beau. Mais très timide. Mais très timide. Timide remains same for both genders. Shy. Il est travaillant. Il est travaillant. Travaillant. Et compétitif. Et compétitif. S, which gets converted to TIVE in the case of feminine. Similarly, there this is créatif. Il est créatif. Il est créatif. Il est créatif et original. L. So in the case of feminine, we add extra E. Okay. Now, feminine plural form. How to convert this into feminine plural? I have taken the name of Natalie, Sylvie, but I won't be writing everything. I request when I'll upload this video on YouTube, I request the viewers of this to write the feminine plural form. I'll be doing a few examples like Nathalie et Sylvie sont françaises. Françaises. Feminine plural. Elles sont petites. Elles sont petites. Petites. The rest of the thing will be homework for you. I would request you to share your answers in the discussion section. All right. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Bye bye. Take care.